now it might be welcome back on Thursday, March the 21st, since I did the other Mountain Dew taste test this morning. My punch. That's the it. So, and I think I think it kept tricking me because I'm like, my brain was like, you've already made a video today. I'm like, no, I made a video, but it wasn't answering today's question. So, because I kind of kept forgetting. I kind of like, I think it's kind of one of those. I don't know if out of sight, out of mind is the right thing, but it's like, my brain like processed. You've made a video today. You've posted a video today. You're done for the day. No, I'm not. There's still work to be done. There's still work to be done. So, and I have taken a nap since then. By the way, I was like slumped over like this when I woke up. Super comfortable. Neck loved it. So we'll get on the question. And I was sitting down. I was getting ready to watch something, and I'm like, shit. I need to. Because I thought about it multiple times. I had to correct myself. Like, no, you still need to do today's question. You still need to do today's question. Like, the video you posted today was about something else. Do your question. Do your question. Don't miss your question. You're just so good. It's almost been 3 months, 3 full months, and I haven't missed one yet. So, I don't want to fuck it up now. I even had to film in Mom's car. I don't want to miss it. So let's answer today's question. Let's see. What do you think the world needs most right now? Like understanding, love, I guess. There's many things. Compassion, like not being a dick about everything. Like realizing, like, you're not the only one on the planet. There's people different than you, and they live differently than you. And, like, as long as they're not hurting you and you're not doing anything, like, who gives a shit what other people do? I don't. No one should. It's just like, you don't like gay marriage? Don't get gay married. Like, like, you don't like guns? Don't own a gun kind of thing, I mean... I don't know, like, there's some big, like, you don't like kids going to drag shows, don't take your kids to a fucking drag show. Like, it's pretty fucking simple. If it's not your thing, if it's not your deal, don't fucking do it, but don't worry about what other people are doing, Like, you're not the only one on the planet. Fuck off. Like, that's kind of, like, I feel like that should, like, that's what the world needs most right now, is everyone fucking off. I think that's a good way. I think that's a good way to word it. It's just kind of like if it's not your thing. Like, I mean, there are certain things like murder, rape, like theft. I suppose, like there are certain things that it's just like you just shouldn't do that. You just shouldn't do that. But all this other shit that's like, it's not your thing. If it's not your thing, don't do it, and that's fine, like, but don't yuck somebody else's yum. I know that's a completely different that's a completely different phrase, meaning completely different thing, but like, if it's not your thing, just fuck off. Like, I don't even know what the shit, like, apparently the TikTok ban thing is still going. Like, did TikTok get banned, or is it, like, I thought that conversation was done. I thought it was over. But apparently it's not. I don't know. Like, I don't know. I mean, I've signed up, like, Facebook does, like, the same shit, and they get away with it on a daily fucking basis. Like, Amazon, like, everywhere, like, I don't even know, what is the, I don't even know, I don't even care what the fucking deal is with TikTok. I don't know, that's somebody else's thing, I guess, apparently, and it's just kind of like, if you don't want to be tracked by, Beelzebub, or whatever the fuck it is that TikTok is supposedly doing, I don't know, just don't get on TikTok, but everybody else that enjoys it, just, like, let them enjoy something. Like, life sucks enough as it is. Being an adult, being alive, like, just let people have their fucking TikTok, just their fun, and like, if they're getting, tracked by Super Hitler or whatever the fuck it is, like Mecha Hitler. I can see a robot now. I don't know, some kind of. I just maybe they knew the risks when they got into it, and they just don't care. It's just kind of like I know I'm being tracked. Like when I can be on Facebook on my fucking computer, like searching for dildos or whatever. And actually I did that once just on Amazon. I googled dildos just to see what would pop up in because it's like I will search for something like sandwich cheese or something on my computer, and then I will go to Facebook on my phone and scroll through Facebook on my phone, a completely different device, and it will pop up ads for fucking sandwich cheese. Like, I know this shit is happening. Like, I am a product. Is that like people are trying to sell shit to you all the fucking time. Like, it ain't, like, I feel like it's not any different than, like, people that, like all those people who do, like, the fake paranormal videos on TikTok and YouTube and all these others. They're like, oh my god, I found all this evidence. And it's just, like, shit that they fucking faked, and you can easily fucking tell it was faked in 5 fucking seconds. But they're getting away with it, and they're getting, the views and the ads and the sponsorships and all the other stuff because, like, they're selling bullshit. Like, that's what they're selling, and people are, like, reaping it in droves. Like, I don't know. It's just the world that we live in, I guess, And, I mean, sometimes that can help you find, products that you wouldn't have found otherwise, So, I believe that was actually one of Facebook's commercials within the last year, something about, helping small businesses is what they said. It's kind of like, hey, it's cool that we spy on you, Like, okay, whatever, I don't know. Maybe that's a whole other soapbox. I don't know what the world needs. What the world needs now is love, sweet love. I think that's what it's. I mean, it always needs that. I don't know. It's just it needs a lot more fucking off. Like, if it's not your fucking thing, don't fucking do it, and don't worry about who else. Like, I don't even care if my neighbors are fucking selling meth. Just don't blow up my house. Like, just do it carefully. Like, don't blow up my house with yours. Like, that's all that I ask. That's all that I ask. I just don't fucking care. Like, I don't know. So I'll maybe more, like, fucking off and not caring, like, what other people do. Like, just because you don't like something doesn't mean you take it away from everybody else. Like, you're not the only one on the fucking planet. You're not that fucking important. You should be taking shit away from other people. Fuck off. So I guess the world could use a little more fucking off, I suppose, like, I don't know, man. It ain't your life, keep your nose out of it, I suppose, but people want to get their fingers, and it's just like the same thing, like, for years now, like South Park, all the way back to South Park, people were like, they shouldn't have that on TV, or like Family Guy and all these people, like, trying to get it banned, get it taken off the air, whatever, blah, 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 blah. And don't fucking tell me there's language in this. Like, I'm a grown-ass man. If I want to hear Baby Stewie say the word fuck on TV, like, I should be able to hear the word, like, if you don't like it, change the channel. Like, that's a mentality that people have said out there, for a while. And it's like, I kind of forgot my point, where I was going with that. So, cool. I think I had a really good point there. But, oh, when they tell me there's language in something and then it's bleeped out. Like, there's no language in that. You've taken it out. So, if you tell me there's language in this, don't be bleeping shit out, because then there is no language. There's nothing to warn people about. They don't have to be such fucking pussies, whiny ass little snitchy bitches about it. They can once again fuck off, you know? Like, if you tell me, if you warn me there's going to be language in this, don't bleep it out. Don't change the word, because then there is no language, and there was no reason for the warning in the first fucking place. Like, like, my warnings are out there. All the fucks and farts stay in. You know, that was back at a time when people, like, you had to be very, like, squeaky clean to get a partnership on YouTube way back in the day, you know. And I was like, I'm not gonna edit myself. I'm not gonna censor myself. If I say fuck, you're gonna hear me say fuck. Fuck it. Like, you know, I'm gonna say it a lot. Oh wait, what was that? I say it a lot. Oh, that was a thing from The Critic. Hoo-ha! Charlie, you pimply little preppy. Yeah, that was one of their movie parodies that they did back in the day. And they're like, you'll miss my driving, my tangoing. Or he's like, you'll miss my hoo-ha, my tangoing, my blind driving, my hoo-ha. And he's like, you said that already. And he's like, I say it a lot. Hoo-ha! You know. Or maybe it was hoo-ha. I don't care. I always thought hoo-ha. I think it was supposed to be Al Pacino, Scent of a Jackass instead of Scent of a Woman, maybe? I don't know. One of their film parodies. I cannot recall which one it was. That's what they were coming from. So, but yeah, like, it's just kind of like, you know, like, I don't like hearing dirty words. Just don't fucking, like, that's what I hate when they tell us, oh, be careful what you say in the break room, because the break room's for everybody. No, it is not. It is for whiny little snitchy pussy ass bitches who go to management and complain because they don't like what they're hearing in there. It's not for it. What you effectively have done in saying the break room is for everybody, watch your language, you have just effectively said that the break room is not for everyone, because it is not for the people who don't mind hearing, you know, some four-letter words. Now, I mean, to be fair, at the time, we had certain employees that their conversations could be, you know, very off-color. It was almost like they were trying to one-up each other, just being, you know, as ridiculous as they possibly could, as you know, as off-color, as, you know, offensive as they possibly could. So, I mean, but, you know, like, they don't even like cussing, whatever, blah, blah, blah. And it's like, so what you've basically said is the break room, by having, if the break room was for everybody, we wouldn't be having this conversation right now. So how about you tell that person, hey, you're an adult, we're all adults here, we have to go out in the world, and people are different than us, grow the fuck up, and fuck the fuck off. Like, I feel like that's what we should have been telling people a long time ago. You know, it's just kind of like, just fuck off. You know? Instead of like, oh, well, let's change what we do for, you know, one person that complains. You know, like, just fuck off. So the world could use a lot more fucking off, I feel like. Definitely. Just kind of like, it ain't your thing. Like, I don't know. In a perfect world, I feel like there would be a gay wedding chapel right next to a Chick-fil-A. You know, like, it's just it's a world for everyone. You know, I don't know. Just, if it ain't your thing, don't do it, and don't yuck somebody else's yum. You know, like, just don't. I don't know. Just fuck off. Basically, just fuck off. So that's that. And I didn't miss a day. And I have the other... Now I have both my Mountain Dews. I ate my 2 pieces of fish, and I decided I wanted more fish. And I was watching, like, meme compilations or You Laugh, You Lose challenge things. And then I put more fish, 2 more pieces of fish in the air fryer. And I was like, okay, I'll go get it after, you know, I watched this last video or whatever. And then I watched that last video and then woke up like this. So, because I walked in the other room and the light was on the air fryer, and I was like, oops. I mean, it shut off, you know, it like did its last 4 minutes or whatever. And it just been sitting in the air fryer. I don't know how long. I don't know how long I was passed out for, but so I had more fish, and it was delish, fish delish. Some poitre for you before you go. But anyway, yeah, lots of that. She's not interested. I don't have any more fish. She was interested when I had fish, but that was about it. So anyway, yeah. Until tomorrow, I suppose. Because, yeah, I can't think of something else. But if it's in my brain, it's not it's not traveling to the process it needs to go through. So, thank you, and I will see you for what I see you.